Okay, let's jump right in. Today, we're tackling the Noble Eightfold Path. And our mission here is to see it not just as, a list, but as this dynamic system the sources talk about with supports and requisites built right in.
Yeah, that system view is absolutely key. And what's really telling is how the sources define the end goal, right? Concentration. It's
Wow.
not just sitting still. It's described as the unification of mind equipped with the other 7 factors.
Ah, so the result of the other 7 working together.
Exactly. It proves the whole thing is integrated from the get-go, not just sequential steps you tick off.
Right, not a checklist, more like a living engine. And it seems the spark for that engine, according to the sources, is right view. That's where it all starts.
Has to start there. Right view establishes the groundwork. It means understanding reality correctly, especially moral reality.
Hmm.
So wrong view is basically denying that actions have consequences, that there's no real result from good or bad deeds, no moral cause and effect.
Okay, so getting that initial understanding straight is crucial. And the sources make a distinction here, right? There are 2 kinds of right view.
That's right. There's the worldly right view. This is the more basic ethical belief in merit, in actions having results, maybe even rebirth. It's associated with, let's say, good karma leading to better circumstances.
So kind of the foundation for ethical living. But then there's the other one.
Yes, the noble or supramundane right view. This is the real game changer. It's a direct insight, the wisdom, like understanding the 4 noble truths. This isn't just belief, it is wisdom itself becoming an active factor of the path towards liberation.
And it seems like practice kicks in immediately. The sources suggest right view, right effort, and right mindfulness are sort of intertwined right from the start.
They absolutely are. They run and circle around each other. You need the view to know where you're going, the effort to steer yourself, and the mindfulness to, well, stay aware of both.
Makes sense. So from that mental foundation, we shift into conduct, into how we act and speak, starting with right intention or right thought.
Exactly. Wrong intention is pretty clear. Thinking rooted in sensual craving, ill will, or cruelty. So right intention is the conscious cultivation of the opposite. Thoughts of renunciation, of non-ill will or kindness, and of non-cruelty or compassion.
Turning the mind towards the wholesome, and then the more outward actions follow that intention. Right speech seems straightforward.
It is. Abstaining from lies, from divisive or malicious talk, from harsh words, and importantly, from idle gossip or pointless chatter.
And right action.
Also fundamental. Avoiding killing, stealing, and sexual misconduct. These ethical factors, intention, speech, action, really form the bedrock of behavior.
Okay, and that leads us to something the sources highlight, which I found interesting. Right livelihood. It's not just about having an ethical job, is it?
No, it's much more nuanced. Wrong livelihood is defined by specific behaviors often related to gaining wealth or status. Things like scheming, flattering, hinting for gain, belittling others to make yourself look good, or pursuing profit purely for more profit.
So it's about how you conduct your work, the attitude and methods, not just the profession itself. That's quite subtle.
It is. It means you could technically be in an acceptable profession, but still practice wrong livelihood through your actions. Right livelihood is abandoning those specific manipulative behaviors.
Okay, so maintaining this ethical standard in thought, word, deed, and work, that requires discipline. Which brings us to the mental training factors, starting with right effort.
Right effort is crucial, kind of the engine driving progress. It's often explained using the 4 right strivings. Think of it as active mental cultivation.
The 4 strivings, how do those break down?
2 are preventative or defensive. First, prevent unwholesome states like anger or greed that haven't arisen yet from arising. Second, abandon any unwholesome states that has already arisen.
Okay, stopping the bad stuff. And the other 2?
Are constructive or offensive, you could say. Third, cultivate wholesome states like kindness or focus that haven't arisen yet. And fourth, maintain and perfect the wholesome states that are already present.
So it's constant vigilance and cultivation. Very active.
Very active mental hygiene, yes. And that relentless effort needs guidance and awareness. That's where right mindfulness comes in.
Mindfulness, being present, aware.
Yes, but it's more than just bare awareness. It's awareness coupled with clear comprehension, understanding what's happening in your mind and body without judgment, but with clarity. This clarity is what paves the way for wisdom.
And from that mindful clarity, grounded in ethical conduct and driven by right effort based on right view, then right concentration arises.
Precisely. It's the culmination,
Yeah.
right? Concentration is that unification of mind we mentioned earlier, stable, focused attention, one-pointedness. It arises naturally when the other 7 factors are doing their job. The whole path leads here. And this concentration is what enables right knowledge, deeper insights, and ultimately right deliverance or liberation.
So the big takeaway for you listening is, this isn't just a shopping list of virtues. The Noble Eightfold Path is a really sophisticated, interconnected system. It starts with that clear understanding, right view, which then informs and supports every single other element, leading towards that unified state of mind.
And maybe a final thought to leave you with, drawing from the sources. They sometimes talk about 20 factors on the side of the wholesome related to this path and 20 on the side of the unwholesome. The implication is stark. If any factor of the Eightfold Path is weak or neglected, its unwholesome opposite gains strength. It underscores that all 8 are necessary. You can't just focus on meditation and neglect, say, right livelihood or dismiss right view as just intellectual stuff. They all have to work together.
A complete, integrated, and indispensable system. That wraps up our deep dive for today.